All right, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Sean, aka Bishop, also known as Zell, in the building. How y'all doing this evening, man? I have to come to you this evening because there was something that was weighing heavy on me tonight, and it's because of what has happened earlier today, as you can see from my backdrop and things of that nature. As you all know, and if you don't know, you must be living under a rock for the past 12 hours. But today in sports, the Pac-12 has decided to opt out for the fall season. They were first, followed by the Big Ten. So with that being said, 3 of the 5 powerhouse NCAA college football teams have opted out for the fall football season. That leaves the Big 12, the ACC, and the SEC still trying to figure out whether or not they're going to play fall football. That's a dagger, folks. That is a huge, huge dagger for everyone, I believe, that are football fanatics and definitely college football fans. And as you can see, I'm a huge Oklahoma Sooner fan, and we are the Big 12, and we have yet to decide whether or not we want to participate in the fall for football this season due to the pandemic of COVID-19. So with that, I'm just here to try to feel, everybody's vibe and how everybody's feeling right now because of the news in which has been brought to us earlier today as in regards to the Pac-12 and the Big Ten. A lot of people, I'm sure, didn't want to hear it, especially, the Big Ten conference fans, as well as the Pac-12 conference fans. A lot of Ohio State, the Michigans, things of that nature. A lot of those fans, I'm sure, are not happy at this point. And then again, there may be some people who are actually happy that, that they canceled the college football season. I know a lot of the players like Trevor Lawrence from Clemson who are not looking forward, even though he's in the SEC, so they haven't determined yet whether or not they're going to play. But it's just, he wants to play, just like the quarterback from Ohio State wants to play as well. But I just don't feel they're saying they won't play the fall season, but they may play, determined on how everything goes, they may play the spring of 2021, which brings the question up and draws eyebrows in a certain way to where is spring football. The only way we know spring football is when we hear spring football, we know college football season is about to start up. Not games per se, but more so as practice and spring games and getting ready for the fall season. But no, Pac-12 and the Big Ten, they want to start the spring of 2021 season. Now, the problem I have with that is the fact that if you think about it, that's going to hurt all the seniors for the 2021 season, because if they don't play until spring of 2021, a lot of these seniors probably aren't going to play football, because right after spring, which spring starts in March, right after spring is April. April brings what? The combine and the draft. So why would a senior jeopardize his possibilities of making it to the big league in football and the NFL by playing a spring season? I can't see that happening. I can't. And I feel like that is detrimental to the NCAA and a lot of the seniors that planned on playing for this 20 to 21 season. I feel like that's detrimental. Those seniors were looking forward to this season because, again, that is their resume for scouts to come and look at them perform throughout the season, from the fall all the way up into the bowl championships. But now we're going to play in the spring. A lot of people, that's just my take. I feel like a lot of people, a lot of players, a lot of seniors are not, or maybe even a few juniors may not partake in the spring football season if that happens to take place, because with that, you're going to lose a lot of key players from your team because they're not finna jeopardize their chances of going into the NFL. But not only that, they're not only made jeopardized by playing, but they're jeopardizing as well for not playing, because now the only resume that they have is from last season, the 19 and 20 season. So if your numbers weren't as good in the 19 and 20 season and you don't get to play a 20 to 21 season, it's not looking good for you. That could be so bad for your draft spot, because if you for whatever reason didn't have a ideal season in 1920 and don't play at all in 2021, I mean, come on. What do the scouts have to look at? The season before, the 18-19 season? Hey, but I get it though. Don't get me wrong, I get it that, you know, the scouts, they got to do what they got to do. But I feel like that's just hurtful, man. That's hurtful, and it's real hurtful to all of the fans. It's real hurtful for all the fans. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I'm you know, all for and not I'm not sympathetic to those, you know, to the virus. I know the virus is deadly and it has killed thousands and thousands of people in the past 3, 4, 5, 6 months. I get that. I think the thing that bothers me the most in regards to them wanting to cancel college football is that the fact that they had just as much time as any other sport to prepare for the college football season. You know what I'm saying? They had just as much time as the NFL. They had just as much time as the NBA, just as much time as MLB, just as much time as hockey, just as much time as soccer. But all of these other sports are still participating. Soccer, MLB baseball, the NBA, the WNBA. Come on, we even got UFC. I believe wrestling is still going on. You know what I'm saying? Golf. Come on, man. I just feel like I feel like they're jumping the gun, and I've heard it. People been saying, yeah, well, what if one of the players on one of the football teams was to catch the virus, COVID-19, and end up passing away from it? I get it. I pray to God that wouldn't happen, and that would be detrimental to the whole nation and to the sports community. However, football, and I mean, we can argue this all day, but football is not the most. Football is definitely a full contact sport. We all agree with that, correct? However, football is one of the sports that not every single player touches the ball. Now, don't get me wrong. Players are in each other's faces, even though they have on a mask, a helmet with the face mask. But I've also seen, I believe it was on Instagram or Facebook, I've seen it somewhere, where they're putting face shields inside of the face mask of the helmets. A lot like the face shields that they have at the hospitals for the doctors and the nurses, the full face shields that covers not only just the mask, but they have the full face shields, the clear ones, to help, you know, try to prevent the COVID spread. I've seen these on helmets already. What's the difference? Now, again, football everyone doesn't touch the ball. The linemen don't touch the ball. The only person on the line on offense touch the ball is the center. Unless a fumble happens or something of that nature. But for the most part, the only person that touches the ball on the offensive line is the center. Outside of the quarterback and running back and then the receivers. We know how that go. Defense, everybody don't touch the ball. Defensive linemen, they may touch it if they tip the ball, fumble once again, stuff like that. DBs, yeah, they touch the ball. Linebackers may touch the ball. But we're talking, compare that to basketball. Every single player on the court touches the ball. That's 10 plus players, including, don't forget, the refs touch the ball. The refs touch the ball in football too, I get it. But every single player in basketball touches the ball. Every single player. There's not one player that don't touch the ball. It's not the same as it is on football. The kick team, no one touches the ball except for the kicker. The receiving team, depending on how the ball is kicked, you may have maybe 2 or 3 people touch the ball. That's it. Field goals, the center, the holder touches the ball. That's it. Punts, the center and the punter touches the ball, and the kick returner or the punt returner. That's it. But basketball, every single person touches the ball. WNBA basketball, every single person touches the ball. Baseball, even baseball, the majority of baseball players touch the ball, from the pitcher to the catcher to the infield to the outfield. Touch the ball. But we can't have football? We can't have football. Seriously? Football is more safer than basketball. Football is more safer than baseball in regards to the COVID. Soccer, they're playing soccer. Yes, they don't touch the ball except for the goalies. The goalies have gloves on though. But they are body-to-body contact. There are face-to-face contact. Soccer is a contact sport. But they're still playing soccer. At least in football, some of the quarterbacks wear gloves. 90%, I would say, of the receivers wear gloves. So why wouldn't we play football? I'm lost, man. I'm lost, and that's why I'm so, like, I won't say angry, but I'm just concerned. Like, why are we so accepting all these other sports, basketball, baseball, soccer, UFC, all of these other sports that's just as much contact, if not more, but have less equipment to protect them, but we can't have football. Come on, man. And don't give me this bubble thing and all of that. The bubble don't stop you from getting the COVID. It doesn't, because when it's still all said and done, in basketball, it's still a contact sport. And you're playing real in close proximity of one another. When you're playing basketball. Definitely in UFC. Definitely in boxing. Definitely in soccer. Come on, man. Come on. It just don't make sense to me. But, I mean, like I said, right now, 2 of the 5 powerhouse conferences have chosen not to participate in fall sports. Not just football now. Don't get me wrong. It's not even just football. It's fall sports completely. That's going to be a huge, huge financial loss for college teams or college schools around the country. And these are the presidents of these schools that are making these decisions. And one of my friends even stated, he was like, well, Oklahoma's going to be next. We probably will. The Big 12 will probably be next, because it makes no sense for 2 of the 5 powerhouse teams to opt out and the 3 other powerhouse teams, powerhouse conferences, continue to play. We know the Ivy League, they opted out over a month ago or so. They opted out a while back. They said they said they weren't going to do any fall sports. So, I mean, I don't even know if it's good to say I want the Big 12 to say yes. I know the SEC wants to play. They've already stated that they want to play football. I know the Big 12 was up in the air about it in regards to playing or not. I don't know if they were trying to wait and see what the other conferences were going to do. The ACC, I didn't know what they were going to do as well. I can't recall whether or not what what they were waiting on or whatever. However, but man, it was just something I know a lot of football fans were looking forward to. A lot. We're looking forward to, playing or watching football this season for the fall. And the thing is, this was a good year for us, for football fans and football fanatics, because of the simple fact that it was 2020, so we were supposed to have the Olympics. But however, because of the fact of the pandemic and COVID-19, they postponed the Olympics. The Olympics was supposed to hold us over until football season started. But that didn't happen. So it's like, man, now we about to lose football? Really? About to lose football. And normally, the NFL, we normally have a nice, decent football season because, the NFL overlaps the NCAA when it comes to football. So we go right from NFL right from the NCAA football right into the NFL football. So, but we know the one thing is we do know NFL haven't changed their mind about Roger Goodell ain't finna change. Man, we gonna have NFL football. So that's one thing we will have. We may not have NCAA, but the NFL said they gonna play, and I'm glad of that. But I miss my college football, man. I'm a huge OU football fan. Huge. I was trying to make, some games this season. Excuse me. Things of that nature. But now, it's like, man, I got to wait for the NFL now. Got to wait for the NFL. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We got to do, safety first. I get it. Safety first. However, why is it safety first with only this one sport? Because it's definitely not safe. I won't say that. I won't say it's not safety first for other sports, because they did. They shut down basketball mid-season. I want to say shut down basketball. They shut down baseball. They shut down a lot of sports. They did. But however, they came back and are playing currently: basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer, NASCAR, which probably is one of the safest sports outside of golf. One of the but everybody's back except for college football. NFL already said they coming back. They already said they gonna get back to playing football. So the only ones that aren't playing is the NCAA. That don't even make sense to me. I'm just saying, it just don't make sense to me. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But I just wanted to get on here, man, and see if anybody else felt the same way I feel in regards to college football, in regards to what's about to take place. Will we actually be able to witness fall college football this season is the question. And I wish we knew the answer. Right now, we have a partial answer. Right now, it is looking very, very dim for college football. Hopefully within the next, probably day or two, 48 hours, 72 at the most, we'll probably hear from the other three powerhouse football conferences and find out whether or not we will or will not see college football on TV or being played this fall for 2020. Who knows? We'll see. But then again, it's 2020. 2020 it has just been that type of year, man. 2020 has just been a year that needs to just fly by and don't look back. But hey, man, with that being said, man, I want to get on here, see if anybody has some views and what they thought about it. And, if everybody or if somebody felt like I feel in regards to college football possibly being canceled until spring 2021. With that, man, I'm going to holler back at y'all, man. Y'all have a great evening on this Tuesday. I hope y'all be safe. Be sure to tune in. I will be bringing more content to you in regards to once we hear something about the other three conferences. and things of that nature, man. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also hit that thumbs up if you like the content which you've seen thus far. I'll be looking at comments and all the things in which you have an opportunity to do during this live feed. With that being said, man, let me say this before I jump off of here. I want to say God bless to each and every one of y'all. Be safe out there. I do know the COVID is still alive and kicking out there, so be safe out there. Do your due diligence to stay safe and keep your loved ones safe. With that, also, I want to say happy anniversary to my lovely wife. Her and I celebrated our 8th year anniversary. We've been married for 8 years. We've been together for 10 years. I love that woman dearly. She is the apple of my eyes. She means everything to me, and I thank you, Chantel, and I thank God for you every single day. You are a blessing to me and our daughter. I love you, baby. Happy anniversary. Until the next time, y'all be safe. Y'all have a great evening. I'll holler back at you. This is your boy, Sean, a.k.a. Bishop, a.k.a. Zalos, and we will catch you on the next one. Roll!